Unless we talking hard work, why not jam? Why no for that girl? Well, I want to get this off of my chest. Talk about it, talk about it. All of the girls them whining best. Talk about it, talk about it. How you want me to leave this bed? Talk about it, talk about it. Go and sit down behind that desk. Talk about it. I taking a mental day. I taking a mental day. I need a little run now. Every life is good for me mentally. I taking a little jam. Like what I'm in mental plan. I don't want to put to work. I want to get it out. I'm gone. Tell them I'm gone. Don't even bother calling me. Tell them I'm gone. I said tell them I'm gone. Don't even bother calling me. Tell them. Don't tell me about work in the morning. Unless we talking hard work. Mind and jam. Wind up on a girl. I say you can't tell me. Let me go this one. Good evening, children. I'm your host, Ferris Warrior. Stay tuned. Listen to this one. I hunted, I searched, nice nation. I hunted, you know a fresh thing I guess. Jump, I'm a money, I'm not the king. I'm a money, I'm not the king. Cause I be behind a chopper and you be home side and they pay no tech. Cause they pay no tech. Cause they said once a while, so I take every wife. Paying attention to the waistline, shipping in the crowd with a hard wine. I'm not a money, I'm not the king. 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 5%, 15, 20, stop out, see what I get the plenty. 2 plus 2, get what's up. Then back over the gas, I'm all. Take away, she got a trick, some fraction, she said mathematics. If you show me the mission, she can do it, she mentioned back in a fraction. I'm not a money, I'm not the king. I'm not a money, I'm not the king. I'm not a money, I'm not the king. Ready me. I'm not a money, I'm not the king. Cause I behind the chopper and you be home side and they pay no tech. Cause they pay no tech. Cause they said once in a while, so I taking every wife. Paying attention to the waistline, shipping in the crowd with a hard wine. I'm not a money, I'm not the king. 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 You know, I'm first thing again. Joseph Production. Oh, yes. Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. And welcome. Let me go again. Yo. All much for the chamber. The police about to get shot again. Whoever said them, one tell them you see me, but I'm not in a good day. You got the play, yo. What is that? Say they should never let we not take over. They feel like I'm joking with them when I catch them is over. I come here to run up, but this got plus we don't play down. I'm back in your area. Look at the aftermath, the thing starting. Oh, yes. Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome. And I know you all will come on live after and watch the program when, well, like some people like to watch it rerun, like what will be happening after the program is finished. So, good evening to all and welcome on all the different platforms that we are streaming, including our TikTok. So, yes, we are streaming tonight on TikTok. So
Uh, so yeah, fine point has arrived, and we on Bounce Up Central YouTube page, Bounce Up Facebook page. I mean Twitch page, and we are here. So once again, we are live. We are live. We are live, and just let me just do something here. Let me just do something here, and then we will start officially. I'm just making the final connection. And yeah, so things have been a little hectic this week. This Wednesday, I can tell you all. Let me just make some announcements, some house announcements. So this Wednesday, I was reliably informed that we are going to have um, an economist on Wednesday. Yeah. So this is, and on Thursday, we are hoping to have an interview with another guest in the music fraternity. And but we'll let you all know who are the guests, and you will see them advertising eventually. So let me just do something here quickly so that our fans, yeah, because we need to get the message across to all sundries on all platforms. So, so really and truly, right. So I'll put this here, and I'm not even sharing anything. I reach a point now that, yeah, I reach a point now that, sometimes you just have to do things differently these days. So we are broadcasting live, and yeah, if people want, they could come on, they could take in the live, they could take in the live, and because in today's world, we're not forcing anybody, but I've realized a growing trend taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, a very serious growing trend that I don't know, is it that there are more hits being put out on people today than ever before? Because there are people who are, it seems like they are hitmen being hired to go and commit criminal activities, murder people, take them out for all different reasons, for land, for money, for house, for all different things. People are apparently hiring hitmen in Trinidad and Tobago to carry out nefarious activities. And strange enough, strange enough, you are seeing more and more of these hits being put out on people. Now, it is very hard to prove that some of them may, because they're making it look as though it's robbery, but it's not robbery. It is not robbery in many instances. It's as though somebody wants you out. They pay somebody, hey, I want a man out. He owe me money. Hey, I want a man out. They take money, they do me something, and they think, good evening, David. There is something that is fundamentally wrong at this point in time and we need to fix it. We need to say, hey, some government, whether the government, the police, somebody, because something is not working. We cannot have a small island of Trinidad as Trinidad and Tobago reaping a murder rate of over 300 and nearly 50 something. What is that? What is that? Then there's something that we're missing the ball on. Is it that something the police not doing? No, I'm not saying that they can't be all over the place. They cannot be all over the place. The police can't be all over the place. But is it that they're missing something? An ingredient that just because really and truly, I think that if they start to do the polygraph testing on every police officer in the service, they will realize those who are crooked and those who have taken an oath to uphold the law. Because there are too many of this gang related, and let me put all the thing at ledge, because I don't want them to come to say that Fearless Warrior say that they have criminal activity, they have criminals. We know that. But I want them to know that they need to do the polygraph testing within the police service because there's something fundamentally wrong with the amount of police who are involved in these so-called who is 6, who is 7, and who is 8. So you have war infractions who participating within the police service. War infractions. Now, when people come and they come on our system to bust the mark and to tell us what is happening and to say what is and to really blow the whistle, there's so much that we could do and there's so much that we can't do. But really and truly, we can only play our part in terms of keeping you, the public, safe and anonymous from even the police knowing who make the call, who say certain things, when they say it, how they say it, and protect you, the individual. So when you come on Bossama, to bust a mark or to blow a whistle on somebody, it is so anonymous that not even we will know who call or who go on the system, which is on bounceup.com, on Bosamark, and make that report. We will know. We will never know. Not even the police will call me and ask me that. Because there's something fundamentally wrong in what is happening at this point in time, regardless of whether people like it or not. And I just talk my mind. 300 and something murders is too much. And while it may not be the government's fault, because some of it is gang related, well, not some, majority of it is gang related. Some of it is hits. People putting out hit on people. Some of it is petty foolishness. A man do like me, a man think me, this one win me this thing, and he don't want to pay me, so they come and they hit him and thing. But and that's the problem. There are people who are not honest anymore. And there is a serious problem that we are having. So how do we fix it? How do we bring back Trinidad and Tobago to where it once was? Because Old Talk and Bacchanal don't solve nothing. Old Talk and Bacchanal don't solve nothing. And this one costing that one and this one. Because that's why I realize many people like, they like negativity. But here it is. Here, let me talk. Let me discuss it. How do we bring back the place to some form of normalcy? Or whether we will go back to that. Because really and truly, if we keep allowing this thing to go down, if we keep allowing, if we keep allowing the trend of this murder rate to keep going how it's going in this blessed island called Trinidad and Tobago, crapo smoke we pipe, And for a crapo to smoke your pipe, you know what that means? That is why we need to have the polygraph testing. And plenty of people still ain't talking about that. We need to have polygraph testing for all police officers, all soldiers, you name it, Coast Guard, Custom and Exile, the new TTR, everything. You want to work now in the government service, you need to go through a polygraph testing. You want to get work in the bank, you need to go through a polygraph testing. Because people setting up all kind of bandits and criminals to do mischief in this country. Whole lot of people when they come out of the bank. Imagine you go in the bank to conduct business. You come out of the bank and somebody holding you and telling you, well, give me the money. That's why we need it. And that's why the country is supposed to be 100% backing and saying, hey, Minister of National Security, I want the polygraph testing for all arms of the service in Trinidad and Tobago. While I applaud you for having PCA, the Police Complaint Authority, but I also want to ensure that we have people who have integrity and who honest and who is coming in there because my partner. Yes, let me take off this. Yeah. Who coming in there because of my partner? And all of we link. So when they having party, we go and hold on that party. We will be the security in that party. Imagine criminals having party and the police are the ones who go in and protecting the criminals when they having the party at their residence. Well, make it make sense. Or you make it make sense. And that is the foolishness that we had to take in Trinidad and Tobago. All police officers, all soldiers, all arms of the security services must undergo a polygraph testing. We want to know everything about you. That is only fair. That is only fair. Because when you do the polygraph testing on all of them, you get to know all who's criminals, all who kill people, children, innocently, all was involved in both in anything on the sea with the young girls and them. You get to know all who was involved in this and that and the other. Because you'll now have some form of transparency and accountability within the police service of Trinidad and Tobago and all arms of the service. And not only just mamagai and PR and all these different things. Because today you're here, tomorrow you don't know where you're going, you know. And if it does start some way, it will very well end with one of us mightn't even be here to live to tell the story. So why should we not be afraid? Why should we be afraid to call on the Minister of National Security and even the new minister in the Ministry of National Security to do polygraph testing on all arms of the National Security Ministry, including the civilians who are working inside of there? Why are we afraid to do that? Like their rights. Because they are duty bound to serve and protect. Because if something happened, like what transpired in 1990, and those of you who wasn't around at that time, to experience where you seeing a whole police station, boom, blowing up and going up in flames. I saw it. Just hold on. Yeah. You can't be too careful these days. My director, take a little vacation. Yeah. Even the maxi taxi driver, David, yes, you're right, who was afraid to even help the police. We must, let me tell you something. I started to realize this trend taking place even when I saw up to what? Yesterday? Even when I saw the Bangil come and get murdered, I said something not right. How they know she going there? How they know when she going there? They had to be monitoring, and somebody had to be telling them when she going, when she coming, when she leaving, because she had to be talking to somebody. Now I not casting no exposure on anybody here, but I telling you, look at it. Look at it. That woman was not murdered just so. People don't kill people just so. Somebody, some people or people in this country, there's a growing trend of take a hit on people in Trinidad and Tobago. So the hitmen and them now getting hired and getting small money. Because the real people who gain the money is the men behind the scene. The ones who went and commit the act, them ain't getting no money. At 3,000, at 4,000. So them in him, you know, but so them in him are close to pawn in the bank. And they committing hits. Because the boss send them. And if they don't do what the boss say, that is a day, them and all can get taken out. And that is what is happening. You see, people don't want to be real in this country. There's a growing trend and you're seeing it. And if there's a growing trend taking place, it is our duty to go to a MP, go to a councillor, and say, hey, we need to have some kind of consultation as a people to deal with this crime situation. We can't wait on the politicians only. We can't wait on the politicians only. And anybody waiting on a politician to do something and don't stand up and talk, you're just as guilty as the man who committed the crime. And for those who like to run out because they can't talk, so them can't talk because somebody with the gun might reach by the house. It is really frightening to see what is taking place in my country. And the reason why I decided to talk about this tonight is because imagine you going down the road, a man walking with his daughter. He walking with his daughter. He not involved in nothing. He was not involved in nothing. He just walking with his daughter. And because of the area, this side over here is this side, and this side is the next side, and a man fire shots. Don't care that the man walking with his daughter. They will reach to in this country, no. Look where you reach to in this country that nobody cares if you walk with your children. Normally, long time they don't say, well, all right, well, go and put on the child now. All right, you'll catch him when you're not holding the child because you know you're concerned about the child. You don't care. The criminal elements in Trinidad and Tobago do not care. They don't care if you're holding your child. They don't care if you're innocent to the whole party. They fire shots. You can get licked down, your child can get licked down. And who in society gives up? Who in society cares? Because you'll be a 9 days. You might be spoken up for about 2-3 days or if you look up a day. until the next hot thing come out on social media and they run it and everybody forget what happened yesterday. And that is what we have to be living constantly. You're doing work in the yard, a man firing shots, boom, you get gunned down. You get gunned down. For what? Nothing, you know. Because some jackass decide that he want to fire shots at somebody else and a stray bullet kill you. And you know what they will say? Collateral damage. So your life ain't worth nothing. And that is the kind of stupidness we just have to deal with on a constant basis. That is the level of stupidness. Look how far these people reach. Artists reach in St. Martin's out in the country, you know, to perform. Artists reach outside of the country to perform. And somebody decide, hey, follow them, take them out. So we move with Trinidad nasty behavior to up the Caribbean islands, to taking out the gang members one by one too. Imagine that. We move with nasty behavior to go up the Caribbean. So we can't wait until the gang men and them come back to Trinidad. We can't wait until they come back to Trinidad. We had to take them, we had to go for them in the people country, in the people small island. You hear drive-by shooting. And that seems to be okay. It's okay. Because crime not really bothering people, you know. The crime not bothering people. So if I know for a fact that it's not bothering nobody, nobody don't care, they have no more empathy, no sympathy, nothing again. The brute left, the heartless, all they want is, ooh, move on. That's where we reach to. That's where we reach to. Well, God help us in this country. God help us in this country because really and truly, I would really like to have a meeting or a sit-down one-on-one interview with the new minister in the Ministry of National Security, Mr. Keith Scotland, who is now responsible for the police service, to please or beg him to put the lie detector test, the polygraph testing on all police officers and all servicemen, all civilians working in the Ministry of National Security. Let me start day. Let me start day. And then let me start with the healthcare system. Let me start with the healthcare system. Polygraph testing for all of them too. And every government department, polygraph testing for every government department. And if you want to start to join the service, the government service from now, you must know that you have to do a polygraph testing. Even them who working in the banks, because they're going reaching too. You can't trust nobody. You just can't trust nobody. Because they don't know who is who. Imagine the criminals coming and saying no amongst you. They laughing and they talking with you. But really and truly, it's hits being put out. Hey, yeah boy, thing. Yeah, how you going? Yeah, and on the next phone, they texting, yeah, she day, he day. And next thing you see a car pulling up, man jumping out, and they killing him. Or you make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're going somewhere. If you had to tell somebody who you really, really could trust where you're going. Don't tell Tom, Dick, and Harry. Because I know that some people love to call you and ask you. So where you going? You're going in town? You're passing so and so? Drop this off for a minute. Don't take nothing from nobody. Don't carry nothing for nobody. Because they could be setting you up too. Don't entertain them. Nah, I ain't going there. Make up some kind of excuse. I'm going by my man. I'm going by my girlfriend. I just going and get something down the road there. Because these hits are real. They're real. We reach a point where the hitman is real. And he more real than real. So those who want to bury their head and say, we don't have a hitman in Trinidad, or hitmen in Trinidad, or hit women in Trinidad, because that woman set up men too, you know. It have women setting up men and women in Trinidad and Tobago to get it dead. Some people don't like what I say, but it's real. I really don't want to be coming on and talking this, but you know, I talked to she yesterday, you know, and nah, ain't nothing to that. Ain't nothing to that. Because somebody giving out information that it ought not to be given out. That's why if somebody call me on a phone and they ask me, so where, do ask me which one it is. If I do have a meeting with you, don't ask me which one it is. The only person who can ask me that is my child mother or my children mother. Anybody else, don't ask me which one that is. Because I can't trust for you. Because I saw a partner. A partner gets set up by your own partner. And while he talking on the phone to his partner, they know who they was coming for. They know the clothes he had on. Every single thing. Because the person on the phone set him up. He own partner. So I don't want to be no partner. No. Don't ask me damn thing. Where I'm going. Because I realized that the trend. But all of a sudden, the new trend is take them out. Hitman in Trinidad or hitmen in Trinidad, and they're moving vicious. While the police thinking that they're moving with TIDA, they're moving with all kind of high-end vehicles now. The 80, well, they used to move with the 80 wagon when they're ready, but they're moving with vans, CRVs, and they're well tinted up. Now I can't support this heavily tinted vehicle. I can't support it. Let me see who inside the vehicle. The only person supposed to have a vehicle heavily tinted is state officials, which is government officials, police, army personnel. But you, the civilian, why you need your car so tinted? Will you have to hide? Imagine. I know you want to tell me why you saying it's not true. Imagine a sister, get whole. A sister, get whole for she own sister murder. Oh, you pick sense now, man. Strange enough, the bandits just always come. They know where to go. They know who they're going to. And they care how they act. But I'm watching the case where this Scotiabank woman, I'm watching it carefully because I'm seeing some kind of foul play taking place. Some kind of foul play take place. Because how they know what time you come in? How they know when you was coming? How they know you actually there? They following you? They marking you? How they know? I just asking questions. Something not right in this country. We need to talk to our politicians, regardless of which side they're on, and let them know this crime is affecting us. It affecting us mentally. It affecting us spirituality. It affecting us physically. It is affecting us in all possible ways. And all we want is to get our voices to really be heard in this thing to help in the crime fighting exercise. We can't depend only on the judiciary, but we have to really let our voices be heard. It has nothing to do with no talking about no government or bad talking no government, because it's your life you're playing with. And at the end of the day, as a partner of mine said, there's only one ghost you have. So when your ghost gone, it didn't have nobody to talk on your behalf again. It is really, really heartbreaking to see that we reach them kind of figures. And it have people who wishing for the murder rate to reach 600 and plus. So they will get an opportunity to even get into office because the campaigning on that, on 600, imagine that. They didn't get it last year, the year before. So the campaigning hard to get that 600 murder rate by any means necessary. Imagine that. So now we reach 300 and something. For this month alone, we must hear that oh God, the murder spiked. And this month alone, much and the month ain't done yet. The month finishing Wednesday and the month ain't done yet. 30 something murders. We passed the days. And we can't be comfortable with that. I don't know for you, but I can't feel comfortable with that. I can't. I just can't. I can't see that my child can be going to school. My child going to school and jackassness taking place in Tuna Puna, St. Augustine area, eh? Port of Spain, right now the whole country. You're just going about your business. And a man going after the next man. Who is he from another gang? And he firing shots. And to hear your child get it done, what are you going to tell me? What are you really could tell me? Like how that little 3-year-old get shoot in the arm and kill people dead because it's Lavantil. They will swear that the man involved in some criminal activity when the man going home with the child. Because not everybody in Lavantil is criminals. It are people who didn't come outside and line. They only know inside. If you see them 2 days, well, you're lucky. You see them going to work and you see them coming back home. Because they're going out there and working honestly to put that dollar and that food on that table for the family. And some idiot, some enemy of the state, some domestic terrorist decide to take your child life or take you who innocent and send you to meet your maker. You think that right? Or you really think that right? That could never be right. Honest to God, that could never, ever be right. So here's what's going to happen. We at Bounce Up, that's BOUNXUP, that's BOUNXUP.com, bounceup.com. We have established a thing called Bossamark. We are not hyped like many of the fools who just want to hear the name call or want to be on a scene. We got to look in for ratings. We are not about that. We don't care about no likes and all them different things. We are not about that. We have established a community hub for you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, to go, give you information secretly, or you try it out. Because I think what I'm going to do when my director comes back, I'm going to tell her that we're going to set up a night, but you must come over to Twitch, bounceup.com, that's BOUNXUP.com, and also the YouTube page, Bounce Up Central, and we will demonstrate to you how Bossamark really works. And you will see it for yourself, live and in living color. Because I want Oye to see it. We don't want no money. We're not asking for no money. We're not begging for no money. Our platform is not asking for 1 cent. All we asking is that you come on board and you be a part of this thing, and let me try to save a life. Because there is always here the neighbors and them saying, we did know, you know, but we did pray to enter. Well, I have a song that is there, you know. I have a song that is there, David. We have it. Yeah, we did it. But you can do the song. The question is, will they play it? And even if it's on YouTube, because I have songs on YouTube that dealing with the crime. Get to Cry, One Chance. I have songs. I have songs. But they won't play them songs. They will not play them songs. And that is why we were saying it is easier for them to play negative songs than positive songs. Because if they play our songs, they feel that we will get too big. And some of these so-called big artists in the reggae fraternity or soca fraternity will say, who is them? Don't give them no play. Them had their time, as they say. And that is the reality. I don't play games. Get to Cry out there on YouTube, chosen and featuring the same D-Nice. A day. Video play all on energy for weeks. Weeks, radio didn't want to play. Then the radio started playing in between. I must pull up the video. I'll put the video up on the page. I'll tell the director get the video and put it up on the page. But it's really it really hurts to see how many of our people, how many Trinbagonians who have died and gone at the hands of guns, illegal guns, and criminal activity in this country. I really, me wasting my time, David. David, let me tell you something. I want know me fully well. I want know me fully well. I want I want knows that I am an artist. I want knows I'm also a radio presenter. I want knows everything about me. You want your music play on certain station? I ain't calling nobody name. I just had time again. They were here to pay $5,000 to play your music. I'm just not into that. I'm not gonna do that. Pay no $5,000 like some of them artists and them who paying that $5,000, hoping and praying that some other station hear them and play their music. I'm not into that. I carry my music already. I drop off my music there. I'm not into that. If they want to play, they play. They don't want to play, they don't want to play. Because everybody have a hidden agenda when they're ready of what they want to play and what they don't want to play. And I, for one, not wasting my time. I, for one, not wasting my time. So, we're going to wrap up because it's culture fine point tonight. Tomorrow, I'm not too sure because I want to talk. I might want to talk again tomorrow. I know they don't want to turn around the country. David, let me tell you something. There are people in this country who like what's going on because them benefiting too. Don't get tired up. And there are people who will pick up the phone and say, them protecting me, them watching me back. I can't be the friend because I will be just as guilty as them continuing to promote and push the crime in Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. If all you want, or you could call Iowa, or you could call all them radio stations, and or you could let them know, play chosen music. So that's why it's in the artist world, chosen. Play chosen music. And you go hear them. It's songing electronic. It's songing like this. It's songing like it auto-tune. It's songing like this. Because why? They never see something happen that is real. But if I started saying, boy, shoot, she kill, she murder, she take up, she take, did I start to play it? Did I start to play it? It's all places they chosen now. Take out she hold this, that, the other, they would have played. Because there are people who don't want the crime to solve. And that is why when that is why tomorrow, I don't know, I might continue this tomorrow on a part two. Because we reached that point whereby, David, if I could get my music to play in North America, I could. Up the Caribbean, better yet. Europe, better yet. And not fighting up when there's a bigger world out here to fight up with. But tomorrow I feel I'll do part two. Because somebody is a dying race in this country. Somebody, it has to be a dying species, especially in this country. And it's more man than woman. More man than woman. So I feel I will do part two tomorrow on Fine Point. And on Wednesday, Wednesday being the holiday, will be done. I mean, Wednesday being the day before the holiday, I will do, we'll have Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance, where we will have the economists in. And, well, you know, Thursday will be Emancipation. We will try to broadcast, get a feed from Port of Spain on the ground so that we can broadcast it to our page only. And what we may do on Thursday, I will talk to the director about it, is to open up the page for that particular section so that people can experience our live chat room and come in, register, come on board, join our community hub, join the community hub, spread the word. That's the only way we can deal with this thing, you know. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Look out for part two as we continue what is happening in the crime situation and our dying species on part two of this particular 5 point. Trinidad and Tobago, have a blessed night and see you all tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And then Wednesday, we have our economists. Once we have our economists on standby, I ain't wasting no time with these people. And if they're not coming, I'm not wasting my time. So on Wednesday, we're supposed to have an economist, and they will be coming to talk about the economy. And once we have that, we go to Thursday morning will be emancipation morning, and we will try to have our camera crew on the ground and see how best we can broadcast this thing and bring it to you only on bounceup.com. or Bounce Up Central. I don't think we will be, if we broadcast it on YouTube, fine, but I think we're going to only be broadcasting just now, only on Bounce Up. So the countdown is going to be starting very soon. And when we stop broadcasting on all these different social media and start focusing on our community hub, bounceup.com, Bounce Up Central, and get all the information, all the news, all the insights into what is happening locally, regionally, internationally, right there on Bounce Up, BOUNX.com. See you here tomorrow and have a blessed night and take care. Let me just go out with some music. And let me play this song for you, David, so you will hear exactly what I'm talking about. Let me play this song for you. Let me play this song for you. Ghetto Cry featuring and there's a video, and I will put the video up tomorrow for you all to see it. So take it in. Hold on. Let me just right. So let me just make sure here that listen to it.
When relatives and neighbors heard gunshots upon checking Nori's room, they found the woman bleeding in bed with several gunshots to her upper body. The mother of 8 was rushed to the Port of Spain General Hospital where she died.
Badness are the new trendsetter, and the innocent are hurt, and if them a want better. Young girl are giving up to work for a sweater. Waffy gagging at the gas west in new top shutter. The father in the home, so a rude boy love to be fed. Yeah, you said boy like stone, but you see how much boys we stand home. Them call him murderer, he's a murderer. Cause the life of crime is what he choose. Mr. Murderer, not from wrong, yes sir. It's for the innocent life we are lose. Yeah. Get to you some crying. Yeah. If life worth anything. Yeah. Love until it's crying. Oh. If life worth anything. Yeah.
See them not know me. Not every youth in the ghetto walk the trophy and now you found that enter missionaries. Some of the lawyers and some teachers, even preachers and some politicians. But some of them not know better. Cause I see life from a no getter. Them not aim no higher. Broken promises not ceasefire. And them in power for many days.
That's all they murderer. It's a murderer. But the life of crime is what he choose. Mr. Murderer, not a brown, yes sir. It's for the innocent life we are lose. Get to you some crying. Is life worth anything? Yeah. Love until it's crying. Is life worth anything?
I hear the people in the home and cry. The people on the beat and cry. The people in the ceilings crying. Yeah, yeah.
I hear the people in the suburbs crying. The people on the Nelsons crying. I hear the people in the Kelly crying. Oh yeah.
To all them bad man. These ones you're taking for no reason. Look how we destroying the nation. Killing up people, but still there's no one. So focus like youth, man. Exchange the gun for education. I know we inherit this problem. So only we alone is the solution.
And tomorrow when I play the video, there's a number of them who have already passed on and gone from this same video that we did some many years. And just recently, some of them died. See you all tomorrow. Dying Species on Fine Point tomorrow at 8 o'clock. See you all.